Rage Whale, your regular fix for movies and mayhem.
Hi guys, and welcome to Rage Whale. This is episode 29 with me, Kev, and Drew. All right, Drew.
Sup?
We don't quite have a James yet. He'll be joining us shortly, so he'll pop up randomly, probably with something inappropriate or deviating the conversation. Yeah. So, and also, as we were just saying, I can now press the media buttons without James's phone messing up
Or falling over, or yeah.
I'll press one to begin with straight away. In fact, shall I? I can press two technically. I'll do this one. Ready?
Whoa.
This is the question section, where we answer your burning questions, whether it's your thoughts on the subject of a previous episode or something you would like us to discuss on the next one. Message us on social media or email us at ragewhale@yahoo.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Now, I accidentally pressed that one. I was meant to press a different one, but it still works. So, question section. I think it might actually be better for me to edit to put it in later, but I thought we'd just play with it as we can. But Arzu, who's messaged us in the past, actually commented recently saying something along the lines of, why don't you discuss Finding Nemo or something along those lines, didn't she?
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
Yes, she
she'd
did.
like us to discuss like Pixar or comedy or something.
Yeah.
So technically, this episode is kind of along that route because I'm going to press it again because...
What did we watch this week? On Cinema Selection.
That's Drew's new intro for us. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool, eh? So, if you need any of those, give Drew a little message and he can make them up for you for a small percentage.
For a small fee.
Yeah.
A small creative fee.
So, the cinema film I watched this week, I don't know, actually, did you watch anything in the cinema? You're going tomorrow, aren't you?
No, I think I'm going tomorrow with James, yeah.
Right. So, the one I watched was If, the film directed and written by John Krasinski, starring Ryan Reynolds. And that was a weird one. Okay. You've seen the trailer, I presume, for it.
If only it was better than the trailer.
Yeah. I won't give any spoilers. Not that there's really any spoilers. Oh, actually, no, there is. There's a massive twist at the end I did not see coming, and I was like, wow, okay, well done. Just because it's such an innocent, chilled out film, you didn't expect anything of massive substance. And I think the problem is that this film, it was quite slow, and it's meant for kids, right?
Yeah.
But it was too dark and too, not traumatic, but just too sad for too long. You know, like in Up, where it's a minute montage of the old man and his wife having the most wonderful life, and then she dies.
Mate, don't get me started on that. That broke me, man. Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking. And then the film starts.
Yeah.
And you understand why he's grumpy and miserable and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a young girl who has a lovely mum and dad. John Krasinski plays the dad for this girl. And the mum has got cancer. And she's aware of it. And they're filming everything. You can tell it's a fun family. And then she slowly deteriorates and dies. And then with that, it's just a bit too sad that it doesn't get into the good stuff till later on. We're now joined by James. Hello.
You're right.
Just halfway through a quick explanation of If, the new film I saw at the cinema.
Okay.
Should only be a minute or two, and then we'll crack on with other stuff. But yeah, so this film, I thought, if there was kids watching this film, they're going to get bored. Because I reckon it was 40 minutes before the fun stuff with all the imaginary friends started happening and all the crazy shit.
Is that the new Ryan Reynolds one?
Yeah. I'm just saying it was really disappointing. It was the second half was good, and at the end I was sold on it. Like it was an enjoyable story. It culminated really well,
Mm.
but the fun stuff was so good. But it was like dialed up to 6.5. They could have gone up to 10 and made this crazy. There was not there was quite a few imaginary friends, but they could have been interacting more. They could have been. They spent too long. Basically, they realized realization is that imaginary friends are dying out because kids don't want them anymore, and the adults need them. And they were trying to put imaginary friends of these kids, and it wasn't working. So they went round and found out who the imaginary friends original kids were, who are now like 40-year-old men, and they go and try and speak to the 40-year-old men to try and position them with them or get
Yeah.
them to connect with them, and then they get this glow in them, and then they're synced up and they're happy.
Oh,
And it sounds like a great
I
idea.
think
but-
films like that they should go straight for an adult audience. Make it a little
sounds
bit
like
rude.
It's like a dating app for you know.
they called it a dating app. They said it's like a dating app she's doing, basically.
For
They should have just done
invisible.
it for adults and had a few sort of
Invisible
adult
friends.
nature, and it might have worked better really. Because when you try and do a show for kids and adults, it very rarely.
Yeah, it was. The thing is that the problem again is that I think this is kind of stylized or not stylized. I reckon an inspiration for this film was Drop Dead Fred. Now that is a film. You guys seen that? You're
It's the
looking
one
blank.
Rick
Many
Mail, isn't
many
it?
years ago, I can't remember it. Rick Mail, wasn't it?
Yeah. Rick Mel and Phoebe Cates from.
I watched that around the time it came out. So what's that? Mid-90s, early 90s.
Oh, really? It's so rude. It's for kids, but it's adult.
The only bit I really remember is where he shuts his head in the fridge.
Is that
Go
where he
on.
slides down the banister and cracks his nuts?
Probably. I can't remember all of it. I remember the funniest bit is where because no one can see him apart from the girl, and he's in a green suit and he's lying on his back on the floor, skidding around the place, and he goes under the mum's dress, looks up at it and goes, "Ooh, cobwebs,"
Oh yeah.
and as a kid, that is hilarious. And then what they're doing mud pies, and they're just making like piles of shit and making cakes from shit or mud or something. I can't remember. There's some mad stuff in that film. It was like Beetlejuice in daylight. That's what it felt like. It was really
I hope
good.
they're not making shit cakes.
But if I would say I'm disappointed in that one. It didn't do it for me.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
Which is a shame because Ryan Reynolds is hilarious, as we know, and I don't think he was let off the leash.
So it was a bit too tame.
Yeah, he had some funny moments, but it wasn't funny enough, and it wasn't chaotic enough.
When I saw the trailer, I thought it was really going to go into kind of like Monsters Inc. territory. Like when you were talking about, I thought it was going to explore this whole world of invisible friends and how they need to save the invisible friends before they're dying out. And like there was a real kind of adventure to, you almost like Pokemon. They had to find all of them missing, and they've got lost because people have stopped believing, and they have to go on this massive journey together to find all
That would
the
be cool.
missing friends and bring them together before the world explodes.
Why is the world going to explode?
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to give it stakes, you know?
Give us some jeopardy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
They go to like an old fun fair, and there's a room, and it's like this. It's like an old person's home, and it's just full of all the imaginary friends. Like there's a slime and a bubble and an ice cube, and random items that are imaginary friends, and it's quite dull and boring. And then she uses her imagination to vamp it up and give them water slides and crazy shit.
Oh,
And that
okay.
was fun. It's like they could have done it more.
That's clever though. So the human imagination can help better the invisible little characters' worlds for them, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the girl in it was really good. I forget her name. Let me see if I can find it. She's been in. It's the first time I've ever seen her. Her name's Kaylee Fleming.
Oh, I know her.
Do you?
No.
Do you? She was in Star Wars, Walking Dead, Loki, another Star Wars. She's in loads of stuff. Preacher, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Reacher.
Yeah, do you know what I'm on about?
The TV series Reacher.
Preacher.
Don't know what that is.
Oh.
Looks good though.
Yeah, I don't know. Haven't a clue. But she was very good in it. I liked her in it. I thought she worked well. But yeah, for me, it's a bit of a wah, wah, wah. And I'll insert that. So yeah, yeah, cool. So we're going to chat about cartoony stuff as we got that on the subject, and the trailers at the cinema for that were. I don't know if you're interested in any of these. These are the three main ones. Garfield.
I've never seen any of the live action Garfields.
Is there more?
There's been a few Garfield movies over the past few years.
Ah. Guess who's the voice of
Wait,
that?
are you thinking of Paddington, James?
Ryan Reynolds.
No. Think again.
Samuel Jackson.
He is in it. I'm not joking.
Ricky
Samuel
Gervais.
Jackson. Huh?
Ricky Gervais.
No. Think logically. Think about
Jackie Chan.
think about who voices lots of cartoons. Or is in too many things.
Mark Hamill.
The Rock. Kevin
God.
Hart.
No. Samuel Jackson's the dad. Snoop Dogg's in it as well.
Steven Seagal.
What?
Steven Seagal.
He's just saying all the actors that begin with S. Trying to think.
Think Super Mario.
Oh. Thingy Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, yeah.
He plays Garfield. Like, is he just doing all the cartoons now?
What a
Easy money,
lucky
isn't it, though, these
son of a
voice
gun.
ones? Easy being a voice actor, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah, Drew.
You got to get the career first, though, guys. You got to get the career first. It's not that easy.
And the other one was Inside Out 2. Don't know if any of you guys are interested in that.
Is that the one? No, Inside Out. Which
It's
one's that again?
The emotions in her head.
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
Oh,
I saw the first one. I thought it was okay.
mate,
I
it's
didn't think it was-
profound.
Isn't this one about her then becoming a teenager or something? All the new emotions coming.
Yeah, it's anxiety.
Yeah, because she's got basic ones as a kid. It's like sad, happy,
And
whatever it is.
Angry.
I think it could have been funnier.
The new
I
one,
went to
I think
think
you
the
could be
trailer made
funnier,
it look
James.
funnier than it was.
they've added. What did you say, Drew? What was it? What's the one they've added?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. The other one, it was embarrassment and jealousy. So there's those three at least more than
Oh, really? I didn't know there was 3 new ones. I just thought it was anxiety. Yeah, anxiety was the one that featured in the trailer, but maybe
Yeah, that's the main one in the trailer. Yeah, the shy one, it shows what you're like as a teenager. You're goofy and you say stupid stuff, and then you get really embarrassed by it.
yeah.
Basically.
So
So
that just sounds like an episode of Rage Whale, to be honest.
I mean, it
Also,
doesn't-
who sent out the beige memo?
what's that? Oh, I've got grey on.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
it
you're
looks
okay.
beige on the screen.
that's crazy.
Looks like
You
we're
both-
wearing a uniform, like we've just come out of the US Army or something.
We
You
are the
both look like
Patriots.
The Rock.
And that's definitely we don't look like the Rock. We haven't
You
got
don't.
gloves
You
on. We're
both-
not in a jungle.
You both look like you should be in the jungle with. That's your khaki tops.
I reckon if you counted how many scenes he's filmed wearing a khaki top, gloves in a jungle, I reckon it is like more than 100 times more than anyone else.
Did you say wearing a jungle?
No, in a jungle wearing
Oh, okay.
gloves and a khaki thing. Think Jumanji,
Yeah,
Journey to the Journey, whatever it's called.
the center of the
There's
Jumanji 2.
one of the earlier ones he did, not Walking Tall, another one, Welcome to the Jungle.
Welcome to. That was a good film. I remember that. That was a remake of something as well. Well, remake of the Jungle.
That had Stifler in it, didn't it? Whatever
Well,
his
Welcome
name
to the
is.
Jungle. That's lyrics from a Sex Pistols.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, yeah, not Sex Pistols.
But no, I'm sure there's an original. Oh, there's a Welcome to the Jungle with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Does that mean the sequel will be We've Got Fun and Games?
Sean William Scott.
I struggled even to make a noise about lame jokes. We should have. That's your next.
Christopher Walken's in
Is that my
film.
next video?
Yeah, lame joke alert. As soon as Drew speaks, it should be a cut. Wah, wah, wah.
Sean William Scott just disappeared, didn't he?
Just a duck just taking a shit on a microphone. Or
No,
something.
where has he gone? He hasn't done anything for ages.
No, he did that really good one with the guy who plays Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, where they were like mentors for kids,
Yes.
role models.
Oh,
Role
yeah.
models.
Role models.
Yeah.
That was really good.
But that was still early. That's 2008.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's so.
Welcome to the Jungle
years.
was. Oh, Welcome to the Jungle is also known as The Rundown, by the way.
I'm just looking now. The last film he was in was last year, The Wrath of Becky. And that actually looks quite good. James, you see that?
Yeah.
Or are you looking already on your phone? The
Who's
Wrath of Becky. That's a film that Sean William Scott's in. He's like
He
the
was
second
great
main.
in the American Pies, though, wasn't he? I thought he was one of the best things in American Pie.
He was genius. If American Pie came out 5 years later, he might be like the Ryan Gosling of our era or something like that. Because he's physically fit. He's a good-looking chap, and he's hilarious. He'd be in like doing action films.
By the way, the Welcome to the Jungle is also known as The Rundown.
Yeah.
And that's the original one. That's the one I watched. So one of them ones where it probably has a different name in different countries, sort of thing, which is confusing.
How long is
sometimes.
your iPad, though, mate? I've never seen one that kind of like horizontal. That's crazy. Oh, maybe it's just the angle.
Yeah, I think it was the angle.
Didn't his thing look really long?
Insert joke here.
What
What was that film? Oh yeah, of course. Dude, Where's My Car? That's his best film.
John, I never
That's
watched
hilarious. I seen the back seat. No. We're talking about the whole thing here.
James, did you say you've not seen it?
that. One of the ones I've never seen.
That's the most up your alley film I could ever think of.
Yeah, I don't know why I never saw it.
We'll put it on your list.
I did watch a film earlier on my break.
But wait a minute. Let's know how have you missed that? Surely I watched it in my house multiple times.
Don't know.
Did you fall asleep during it, or did you just not?
No, I just never watched it.
But you don't get the jokes about dude, sweet, for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, because of their tattoos.
Yeah. What does mine say?
I've seen bits
what does
of
mine
it.
say?
I've seen
Sweet.
clips, yeah.
And that turns into a fight though, because they get so frustrated. It's brilliant. They start trying to beat the shit out of each other.
And then that's all. And then don't say and then again.
I will say I watched a film earlier that was 9 minutes long.
Was it an animation?
Nope. But
Was it a music video?
nope. It's got quite a lot of hype around it. It's called The Spider.
What?
It's a fan made horror Spider-Man film.
What?
It's on YouTube. The whole film. It's like 9.5 minutes.
Mate, I'll check that out, man. Is
I
it
won't say
done in
anything
the
about
same
it. Basically,
style?
imagine if he doesn't get turned into a superhero.
Oh, found it.
Is it done in the same style as the Miles Morales ones?
No, it's real people. It's like
Short film. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's 9 minutes. Don't look at any spoiler thing. Just watch it. It's actually really good for a fan-made film.
Yeah.
Maybe don't watch it now, Kev, just because
I've saved that. I will watch that.
Yeah, the whole thing's on YouTube for like 9 minutes something. Ice cream.
you just nip out and get us 3 cornetos.
Ice cream van on our side, just in case you're driving and think one's chasing you down the road.
But mate, that noise there, the ice cream van, is connected to that really scary horror thing I was telling you about. The incident in Ghost Town or Ghostville.
Sounds awful still.
No, but it's creepy as hell, and it's well scary, man. It's so messed up.
Well, maybe for another episode then, because we're on cartoons. This is the child.
No, I know, but I love the fact that we've been talking about The Rock and Sean Scott Williams and I mean,
I think no matter what our conversations are, we're always going to bring up similar.
yeah, we're always
things
going to
at
go
some
off.
point, aren't we?
We're always going to go off tangent.
None of us particularly like The Rock, and he's come up in quite a lot of
I like
episodes.
The Rock. I don't think he's a
No,
very
no,
good
you like
actor, but I like
you like
him.
one of the Rock's films. You said you like Jumanji.
It's a good movie.
What about Jumanji 2?
It's not that he's in some good films, but he's never going to like be in an Oscar-nominated movie, is he?
Yeah, but that's all right. The Oscars are corrupt anyway.
But like, none
just-
of his films are ever going to be top 20 film of all time, is it?
But to be honest, I don't feel like he got into it to win awards. Like I feel like he's just
Really got into
transitioned
make loads of
from
money.
The Ring to Hollywood, and now
Well, Cena
gets
did the
paid to
same,
act.
but Cena did it a bit too late in his life, I think. 'Cause John
On a bigger
Cena's
scale.
like coming to acting in his 40s. It's like,
He's older
So
than
did John
40.
Hamm, though.
Go on,
So
mate.
did John Hamm.
no, I said he came into acting in his 40s.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He's
I mean,
brilliant though.
but I think he's got a better chance of being a serious actor in the future, even though he's extra silly in that Ricky
Stenicki.
Stein, that Ricky Kanicki, whatever it's called. That was
Yeah,
amazing
Ricky
film.
Stenicki, but he's amazing in that though. He steals
But
the
the
show.
thing is with Cena, he's quite a jovial character in WWE as well, so they're trying to kind of like keep him looking like a nice guy, I think.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Well,
Whereas The Rock was a bad guy last time he was in WWE.
Oh, is there villains and goodies?
Basically, yeah.
Chris,
It's just like a movie.
Undertaker's not a good guy, is he?
Oh, wait,
Kane's
is
not
it-
a good guy.
Jake the
He's been
Snake, is
one
he a
of-
bad guy?
There's always been a few people that blur the lines. They're not good or bad.
I remember last time we mentioned wrestlers, and Drew goes, Jake the Snake. That's the only one he knows.
He
No,
can
I know
barely
Steve
walk these
Austin.
days, so he's not in
Steve
a good
Austin.
way.
Because we're talking about in reality or something. You went, so Jake the Snake, would he have to bring the snake? I can't
Can you not remember when the snake bit one of the guys?
No.
It bit him, full on, fangs in his arm. His arm was gushing with blood. Like, full on, bit him.
Yeah. Brutal.
Definitely not scripted.
But so moving into Pixarville.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so if we're looking at the cartoons, then you've got DreamWorks, you've got Pixar, but you've also got, what's the other one? 20th Century Fox have done quite a few of them as well. Right, if we just go,
Sony, don't forget Sony. They make some banging animation.
Yeah.
we'll steer clear of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse type stuff. We'll focus more on the cartoony and more children-y stuff. But what is your favourite? What? Or should I say one of my favourites, and then you can tell me one of your favourites? One of my favourite cartoons is actually 20th Century Fox one, and it is Horton Hears a Who
Good film.
What?
with Jim Carrey and other people.
You just said Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah, you know, from Whoville, the Who's.
No. I thought you were going to be like the Jiminy Snicket and like the...
Nope, that's not a cartoon.
Yeah, there is one with Jim Carrey. It's more or less like an animation. Jiminy
Horton
Snicket.
Hears a Who.
Ah! Okay.
I've got two good ones that are more, not modern, but they're newer.
That's one side. That's Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, Will Arnett, Seth Rogen's in it. I think he's the little mouse. Asa Fisher, who's in loads of cartoon stuff. Jonah Hill, Amy Poehler, loads of people, and it's that. What's the Who's? Who did that?
Can't remember.
As in, like the original cartoon stuff.
Well, the Who's
Dr.
from Whoville, the Grinch.
Dr. Seuss. That's it.
Yeah, the Grinch, innit?
So he did the Grinch, Cat in the Hat, that type of stuff.
Ironically, my film was going to be the Grinch,
Was it
the animated
Ah.
the animated one?
with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, they redid it, didn't they, with him?
It's
Yeah.
way better than the original. I hate to say it, but it's so much more fun.
It is
I don't
brilliant.
know.
He is really
It's
good, though. I saw that recently.
Fantastic. It's so funny as well. It's so funny. And the other one, which I think is one of the best animations in general, is a Sony one called Mitchell's versus the Machines. It is so funny. It's basically about a company that's blatantly meant to be Apple, and they've got this like Siri thing on their phones, and they replace it with these like automated robots. Yeah, them things that are flying after them, and they're like, "Oh, these robots will be replacing Siri," and Siri gets mad, turns evil, and like gets control of all these robots and starts like kidnapping all the humans and that.
And
good film. The art style is very Spider-Verse-y as well, obviously being Sony.
it's on Netflix, and it says from the humans that brought you Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the Lego Movie.
Oh, Lego movies as well. They're brilliant. They're so funny.
I totally forgot about them as well.
Have you seen the Batman one where he keeps bringing up like old things? And one of the things is like when Adam West's doing that dance, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't talk about that."
That's Will Arnett doing that voice.
That is a brilliant movie.
Was that Lego Batman? Did you say?
Yeah.
When Robin like shows up with no pants on, he's like, "Oh," just gets so mad all the time, doesn't he?
It's funny. What's that song? Everything is awesome.
Oh yeah. Have you heard the Batman one where he's singing? That's
Can't
funny.
remember. What is it?
I'm not gonna sing it, but it's really funny. He's like proper arrogant in the whole film, and that it's so stupid.
When he falls in love with that girl, and he keeps saying, "I would die in your arms tonight."
That's when he agrees to adopt Robin, isn't it? Because he's just going, yeah, whatever, and he's like, "Could you adopt me? Yeah, whatever."
Yeah. And then he keeps jumping out on Pennywise, and he keeps trying to say like
Pennywise.
Not Pennywise.
I know what you want about.
That's when the Joker gets really sad and starts crying because Batman says he's not his biggest enemy.
Pennyworth.
He gets really upset, doesn't he?
Pennyworth.
I don't know.
Jumping out on him and trying different things. He's like, "I'm always good at this. You'll never see me coming." What?
Alfred the butler.
Yeah, but he's called Pennyworth.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, Alfred Pennyworth. Yeah.
Never knew that.
That's why I said Pennywise, guys. Congratulations on the bit of info there for you.
I might rewatch that Batman film soon. The Lego film's funny as well. Will.i.am, Lord Business.
What?
Not Will.i.am, sorry. Will Ferrell is Lord Business, and at the end it's real world, and he's actually the dad building this Lego city, isn't he? And they like escape to it, the real world.
It's Lego, did you say?
The Lego movie, yeah, the first
one. I remember that scene.
Where he's got the Craggle, which is just like the lid for the super glue. They're trying to make you boys gluing all the Legos together, isn't he?
That's the first film, isn't it? Is that the first one? Yeah.
The second one's like Mad Max. Have you seen it?
I don't know.
It's proper like Mad Max style, where like the whole like world's been like knocked down and stuff, and they're in like the desert and things. It's so stupid. Yeah, you should watch Mitchell's versus the Machines. It's very good. It has a lot of like adult-y kind of jokes as well.
I've got to save on that. I'll put it on my Netflix as well.
If you like, these obviously aren't Pixar because some of them have harsh language and some kind of inappropriate scenes. But Love and Robots that was on Netflix, they're incredible.
That manga style film, anime.
Huh?
Is that like a manga anime film?
No, well, it's a mix of loads of different stuff, man. You'd love it if you love like artists kind of.
It's a series,
style.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and there's like season 1 and season 2 now, but it's incredible.
I will say one that it's by way not a good film, but it's got some very, very funny scenes in it. Sausage Party.
I haven't fully seen it. I've heard funny things, and I saw the trailer, and I thought there were some really funny moments, like, and the innuendos are hilarious.
The 9/11 scene is so out of this world.
It's too much. That film was not good. It had a few moments that were funny, but it was like trying to be offensive and trying to be over the top, and it was a bit tone deaf. But there was funny bits because they're doing a sequel to that, I believe.
Because I didn't think it went down too well. This very controversial film, really, if you think about it. They were joking about Hitler and the Jews, but they called the Jews the juice. The juice on the shelf was the juice. They're like, get the juice, and the flour breaks, and all the powder comes up, and they're coughing like on 9/11, and all the stuff everywhere. It's like, oh god.
I haven't fully seen it. I remember in the trailer, like the sausages were trying to get in the buns, and they were like, "Let's get inside the buns" or something, and then they were like,
ridiculous program.
Right, here we go. So, Seth Rogen has promised the upcoming sequel to Sausage Party will be even more shocking than the original R-rated animated comedy.
Wow. How's that even possible?
Good and shocking.
What is going on? One of these pictures, there's like a bun sucking a sausage from its bun. I don't even know how to describe that. Yeah.
Whoa.
So what's your favourite, Drew?
The Incredibles.
Oh, love The Incredibles. Which one? 1 or 2? Is there 2 or 3? 2.
Wait a
There's
minute,
two,
there
I
was
think.
a third one, wasn't there? Was
They're
it
gonna
called
do a third one.
I don't think there was a third.
Mate, I love the story though behind the Incredibles. Because someone
The
was
second
talking.
one's when they like have that ginger kid in it going after him. Is that the second one?
No, that's the first one.
That's the first one. The second one then is
Isn't it the crab? Like,
Is Samuel L. Jackson in the first one as the freeze dude?
yeah, the Frozen guy, whatever he's called, Frozone.
He's amazing, yeah.
He's like, woman, where is my super suit?
So good.
What's the second one then? Because one of them is on an island. That's the first one, yeah?
it says here, number 2 takes on a new mission which involves change of party roles. Bob Parr must manage the house while Wife Helen goes out.
Oh, yeah, she gets her
That's
job
it,
back.
yeah, she's the one
doesn't she?
kicking ass. And
And
yeah,
he gets in trouble because he can't take care of the little kid because the little kid's mental and, the
no,
little baby.
baby. The baby's
That's what I mean.
got like loads of
The
different,
baby starts teleporting and stuff.
yeah, different
I
powers.
say he's looking after the baby at home while she deals with business,
Yeah,
but he has more struggle looking after the baby
The
because
baby develops all the superpowers he didn't know
Yeah,
about. And he has
superpowers,
that massive fight with the raccoon, doesn't he?
yeah, that's
He
great.
keeps disappearing in places and popping out. Who's the bad guy in it, though, then?
Isn't it the beaver or the frog guy, the mole, the thing that drills?
No, that's the Underminer. He's in it for like 5 minutes. He starts at the end of the first one and it carries on at the beginning of the second one. Who is it? Who's the bad guy in the second one? Come on.
it's not the young kid, is it? No.
Oh, it just doesn't.
Is
Just,
it the woman, the rich person's sister?
I
Is it a
don't
brother
know.
and sister that own the business? Is it the girl? And no, I don't know what it is. I found out it's the girl, and she gives hypnotic glasses to all the superheroes, doesn't she? And makes them evil. Remember?
Oh, and he has to fight his own wife, doesn't he?
Yeah, they put these goggles. They basically get all the superheroes together to make this just superhero league. This rich brother and sister. The brother is actually a good guy, and the sister goes a bit evil. And she's developed these like glasses that like hypnotize people, and then they put them on all the superheroes, and then they end up all doing like bad things rather than good. That's good. I remember that. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through all the pictures to find
The
the bad
story,
guy.
the story
Can't really
behind
see
it,
it.
briefly, if I remember it correctly, there was like some little kind of mini documentary, and they're talking about Pixar, and they were saying something happened where they weren't able to use their skills correctly as editors, and something happened, and they were like, "Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was something to do like budget-wise or something," and they said they felt restrained. And then one of them went, "Well, couldn't we use this as a story?" He says, imagine like superheroes were restrained from using their powers, like what was happening to them essentially. And then they're like, that's brilliant, like that's the story of the Incredibles.
They
And I
could
thought
do a
that-
number 3 quite happily on that film, I think.
Oh yeah, easily.
Toy
yeah.
Story's done and dusted. That had quite a good wrap up, didn't it? When Woody and Bo Peep go off into the wild.
I do think that Incredibles has got longevity. That is one of the more perfect ones that is it Pixar?
Yeah, I think so.
Bearing in mind the whole buzz around superheroes the last few years, it'd been a perfect time to bring it out.
It must take ages though. Can you imagine how long it takes to make
Yeah, but
a
they've made
film?
other films in that time that aren't great. Like Disney haven't exactly been hitting bangers the last couple of years, have they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, the biggest hit was probably Frozen.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, biggest flop, Black Adam. Didn't that lose like over $100 million or something?
No, stick with cartoons though.
No, I'm just saying they're flops. They've had a lot of flops lately, haven't they?
I didn't even know that was Disney.
But
yeah.
Frozen,
Oh no, it might be D. I don't know who it is.
you know, Frozen is the first, they say, I think it's the first story where a female saves another female rather than being the damsel in distress and being saved by a man.
No, there's loads of girls doing that, like Brave.
Tangled.
Well, she saves herself, doesn't she, though?
Well, yeah, not save another girl because why would she save another girl?
No, but what I'm
Tangled. She's
saying
pretty
is,
good.
It's only because I know what you're saying. That's only because Frozen are two sisters.
yeah, but it's the
Moana.
first time a female protagonist is saved by another female. You could look it up. That's a big,
Oh yeah.
I get it, but it's not a big deal because you're saying
it's a
women's
big deal,
hero.
man. It's a
Well, no,
big
it's
deal.
not. Just the other person in the film happens to also be a woman, but in like Brave, it's a woman that saves the dad and everything like that. That's just as
Encanto, that's another one with a woman lead.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
In what?
Encanto.
I've not seen that one.
And
Oh
then
my God,
you've
I'll
got
tell you one that
Moana.
I saw.
Moana was fantastic, though, to be fair. That's up there.
Hang on, what was the one where they're born with
Have you
special?
seen Moana?
Is that when they're in that little?
How have you not seen that film?
Are they in that hotel
Because
house?
I'm a 40-year-old man. I don't watch all these cartoons.
Yet we wanted to do a whole episode on cartoons.
Well,
Well, you have mentioned several recent cartoons.
I just
like
watched
one you went to a cinema to see yesterday was basically a cartoon.
Well, I'm talking about like the classics because it's weird now thinking like Pixar's because I've written down just a few of them that are here because I'd say that your 20th century the biggest hitters that I'm aware of is Horton Hears a Who and Ice Age.
Ice Age is
amazing. If you go to Pixar, the ones I've highlighted, there's probably loads more, but the ones I've seen and highlighted are like Ratatouille,
that's
incredible,
phenomenal.
Inside Out, Up, we mentioned earlier, Drew, that's incredible.
Finding Nemo.
Monsters Inc., that's probably one of my favourite ones. I could watch Monsters Inc. over and over. The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Cars, Toy Story, Bug's Life, bringing it back to last week's episode.
Yeah.
WALL-E and Frozen.
WALL-E.
And then if we go down Dreamworks, you've got, I forgot, well, not as good, but you still also got big hitters like Shrek. How to Train Your Dragon, that was a good one. Kung Fu Panda, that was quite good.
Brilliant.
Madagascar, which is brilliant. That's probably my favourite on the DreamWorks side. Puss in Boots, Monsters and versus Aliens, Ants, and I didn't even know this was Chicken Run was part of DreamWorks.
You're forgetting a good one from Pixar, Big Hero 6.
Yeah, I did actually watch that. Nice.
What's the one with John C. Reilly where he's that big dude and he comes out of like an arcade and that little girl has to try and get him back into the game?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 on the big white inflatable robot thing.
Yeah, I like that, and they try and squeeze it into a box.
Yeah.
This is slightly jumping away, but the BFG was fucking brilliant with Mark Rylance playing the BFG. That was amazing as an animation.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see that?
The new one or the old one?
The new one, yeah.
No, I saw the old one, obviously.
Yeah, but mate, the new one was absolutely mind-blowing, and the way that they created the giants felt fucking epic when you're watching it. It's just so well pieced together and really tense, on the edge of your seat stuff. Really, really good, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there, animated-wise. And the animation styles they use now are pretty cool.
So, WALL-E, I thought, was clever in the sense of talking about how we're destroying our planet, essentially. Do you know what I mean? It was all about the indulgences and how everything's getting done for us.
I've got 2 fun facts about WALL-E.
I don't think our single word was spoken in that film.
Is it a silent film?
No, it's just a robot going beep, 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 beep.
I've got 2 facts about WALL-E, by the way.
Not really. Go on.
The first one is, in reality, the people on the spaceship are cannibals. Yeah, because at some point in the film, it mentions how long they have food for and how long it's going to take them to get to their new place. And they're on that spaceship way longer than they should be. And the other one is WALL-E is set in the same universe as Toy Story.
Ooh.
Because there's a scene where it shows the destroyed buildings and that in WALL-E, and one of them is a factory. And the name of the factory is the same as the name of brand of battery in the back of Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Oh, that's what I like about Pixar.
Nice.
There's loads of things like that.
Nailed them all. Have you seen that guy on Instagram or whatever, where it's the guy in the baseball cap and he's just watching the program, and then he goes,
yeah,
and he looks in,
I
and
think that's where I saw these things.
Every single one is connected. Every single film.
In Toy Story, Jessie was owned by Matey Boy's mum, wasn't she? Because the red hat he wears through the whole films is the same as Jessie's hat in the last couple of films.
It's like
that's what the theory is, anyway.
Tarantino, because you know how Tarantino's films are all interconnected in his own universe.
Yeah. Well, there are two different ways. One's like a fake universe, and one's reality. If you know what I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah, and
the cinema to watch.
they
You know,
blur a little bit because what was it? Someone was saying that in Pulp Fiction, the character that John Travolta plays.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he's one of the other colors from Reservoir Dogs.
Who again?
I think it's John Travolta is one of the other colors. You know when they're saying Mr.
Yeah.
Thing's on another job.
But what? Why? You can't just state it for no reason.
Well, no. Well,
why do they think that?
Well, someone was saying, well, they they think the color is. I need to look up.
and I've got another one for you. Boo from Monsters Inc.
Yes,
is in Toy Story 3 or 4 at the fun fair throwing balls at the thing.
Yeah, they're in the background or something, aren't they?
There's loads of them like that. I can't remember.
Mate, Monsters Inc. was brilliant though. How funny was the first Monsters Inc.?
Monsters Inc.'s great, and again, that's connected to something else as well. I've gone to a website to try and find this out, and it's not helping me.
While you're looking at that, I've got another random one. It's not related to this, but is another kind of weird fact. E.T. is in Star Wars, and Yoda is in E.T.
What?
There's loads of if you put E.T. Star Wars, there's a whole bunch of. They're doing this massive council thing, and each little pod's got loads of people, and there's loads of little E.T.s. And in E.T., someone for Halloween is dressed as Yoda. Have that.
Yes, yeah. Well, wait a minute.
You see it for a split second.
Yeah.
If you put in Star Wars E.T., you'll see it. There's loads of little E.T.s.
Right, I'm trying to find. Oh, this is doing my head in because I'm trying to find this while you're talking, and both of you are looking at stuff and not talking.
I'm not looking at stuff.
Well, yeah. So he was saying
facts.
The Tarantino thing, blah blah blah. So he says, so for example, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction are both set in the realer than real universe. I don't know how that connects to color. Don't worry, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that one.
Right.
Do you know? I've got another fact for you about Pixar.
Go on.
Do you know who is credited with really being the person that started Pixar?
Who?
I'll give you a guess.
I won't know.
Give you a clue. You've got one of his products in your hand right now. Well, you did a minute ago. Drew didn't. Yep.
A mobile.
Yep.
Specifically, an Apple.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Jobs.
Who's the reason you've got an Apple iPhone?
Steve Jobs.
Yep. He owns nearly all of Pixar.
Oh, I'm looking at this. Look. So, I mean, this is really detailed. Look at that photo. That's a photo of the kid from Incredibles eating a little box of Chinese food. It says the container of that Chinese food you can also spot in Toy Story 4. So it's Incredibles in Toy Story 4. It's also in the shop owner's fridge in Inside Out. It's also in Luigi's apartment in Ratatouille. It's in the Pizza Planet truck in Toy Story 2. And it goes all the way back to A Bug's Life, where it doubles as Manny the Mantis's Chinese house of metamorphosis. So that is like Quentin Tarantino, where he uses the red apple cigarettes in there in every single one of his films.
Mate, that's genius.
They've connected it in there. But there's loads more.
I connected the thing with John Travolta, so I got it wrong. It's not about the colors, but Tarantino's Pulp Fiction character, Jimmy Dimmick, is the brother of Mr. White in Reservoir Dogs, as in John Travolta's character Vincent, who is also the brother of Vic Vega, portrayed by Michael Madsen in Reservoir Dogs.
That was a big one because Quentin Tarantino talked about that. That's not a fan theory. That's what he thinks as well.
Yeah.
And he was going to make a film with Michael Madsen and John Travolta as the two brothers doing something. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Here's a cool fact then. This is actually better than I thought it was. This is about Steve Jobs, right? He has also co-founded and served as chief executive of Pixar Animation Studios after acquiring it from Lucasfilm's computer graphics division for the price of $10 million in 1986. He was also credited as executive producer of the 1995 Disney Pixar film Toy Story.
Mad.
Boom.
He was a clever guy, wasn't he?
And you've seen Coco, is that right? That Mexican.
Yeah, Day of the Dead one.
In the background is literally The Incredibles as dead people.
What?
Oh my word, that's amazing.
That's profound.
They also appear in something else as well.
I've got a lesson known.
I love it, man.
Oh, they've
Love it.
got
All these little Easter eggs, man. It's so clever. Because can you imagine being the team that's creating it and go, oh, don't forget to add that little Chinese box here, or
They probably do it for a laugh, don't they? Be like, oh, should we just stick that in there, see if anyone notices?
yeah. Riley, who's the girl in Inside Out, that the little emotions are inside. She's in Finding Nemo. She's looking at the fish tank where, what's the name? What's that?
Dory.
Fish?
Clarence.
Dory.
Oh, Dory.
I think Nemo and Dory have showed up on a few things, actually.
Yeah, they're in the background of something as well.
Oh, I think actually there's also a Pizza Planet van in Wall-E when it's all like wrecked.
Isn't there
Ah.
Isn't there some like Pizza Planet or some kind of rubbish in the ocean of Finding Nemo that's connected to Toy Story? Or
They probably all got something in there somewhere, haven't they?
that's so cool, man.
Well, that's it. You think it's clever, but in reality, they've got so much time to plan this. And if they're putting some shit in the background, they might as well put something from.
Yeah.
It's probably easy to grab like all these saved images that they already have and just
Did
whack
you guys-
them all in.
Did
So
you
I
guys
reckon
cry?
at the beginning it was accident, and then they've built on it.
Did
Sorry,
you guys cry at Finding Nemo?
no,
Come on, just be honest.
no,
You didn't. It didn't hit you.
nope.
It hit me hard, man. I was a wreck.
By the
Well-
way, I've thought of one last one.
All these films are designed to make you be upset and happy, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's
So-
just like at the very beginning, man. Like his mum tries to protect him, and she gets like boom obliterated, and then that's how he gets his little funny fin. And then it's like
Yeah, but that's every Disney film ever. So I kind of expect it.
Some comedian said the moral of the story for Finding Nemo is listen to your fucking parents, because he said if he told Nemo not to play around, he went out there, his mum gets killed, he gets kidnapped, gets taken to the other side of God knows where, and Clarence has got to go all the way there, asking a bunch of high turtles to see and a schizophrenic fish to see if he can get to his son, who then pretends to be dead when he gets there in a fish tank in some crazy dentist's office.
Yep.
That's-
The other one I've got, by the way, is apparently Sid is the bin man in Toy Story 3.
Sid might be the weird dentist in Finding Nemo.
Maybe, but apparently the bin man in Toy Story 3
I'm
has
gonna look it
Sid's t-shirt on, has the skull t-shirt on.
Yeah, that skull T-shirt's in a couple of films. It's in Coco as well.
Ah,
And the pink bear, the villain in Toy Story 3, he is in Up. I don't know if you can see that photo. As the balloons go up past the window, in the corner, there's a little teddy bear, and it's the teddy bear, the bad guy from Toy Story 3.
Oh, the purple dude, the pink teddy bear.
Yeah. This is never ending.
Mate, I love
Yeah, it's
this.
mad,
Though.
isn't
We've fallen down a wormhole, a really fascinating Pixar wormhole.
Mate, Ratatouille, if you can see that shot, that's the picture of the guy looking down his pants, and the rat's looking down his pants. He's wearing Incredibles pants.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Mate, that's
red underwear with little eyes on them. The letter I.
unbelievable.
Oh, and in Ratatouille, you see Doug the dog from Up.
Oh, yeah.
His little shadow appears on the wall when the rats are doing stuff. That's mad.
Wait, hang on. This little girl, right, in Finding Nemo, doesn't she look like Sid's sister?
Yes.
Yes and no.
Wow.
No, I think you'd be surprised. I don't think she does.
Oh, even more obvious. Look, there's a Buzz Lightyear in Finding Nemo. Just on the floor. That's Finding Nemo.
Mate.
There's a Buzz Lightyear.
Guys, do you know what we need to do with this episode? We need to ask people.
Does it say Andy on the foot?
No, no.
If
No.
they have found or discovered any new ones, if they just can put a message,
Oh my
leave a
god.
message on YouTube.
Yeah, there's
Kev's gone down
loads.
rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's Finding Nemo on the wall of the sushi restaurant in Monsters Inc.
Oh, he got eaten then.
Oh, mate, that's so good. This is
I'm
awesome.
There's one that I've seen. I can't find it. There's still ones I can't find. The Lion King is in A Bug's Life.
It's been one of their most. I wonder what their most profitable animation is from Pixar.
Toy Story.
I think isn't it not Bambi?
Like
isn't
a one-off.
it?
Like a one-off.
Isn't it-
Toy Story was the first.
No, I think it's like old school stuff,
Aladdin?
Cinderella and stuff. One of those ones.
Aladdin was good.
Should we look it up? What?
You
But-
look at it.
But Lion King wasn't Pixar.
It would be something modern. Remember, we found this out last time. All the old films didn't pull the money in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was it chapter 2. It was the new ones. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What would
But
it
it better be Frozen. It will just say Frozen.
Oh yes, Frozen. Of course, it's Frozen.
What's the
Oh no, I know. It'd be like Despicable Me or something,
Oh, yeah.
What's
They're
the-
funny,
or,
aren't they?
or Minions. And the Minions film I thought was not good. And I love the Minions in Despicable Me, but a whole film of just
Yeah, it
Minions
just doesn't work.
wasn't good.
Yeah. Is that? Are we saying the most profitable Pixar animation or Disney?
Yeah, go on. Do Pixar first. It's got to be Frozen.
It's right, highest grossing.
Oh, guys, you want to have a little guess? The
Yeah, we already
highest
have.
grossing Pixar movie of all time is.
Are we getting a clue, or is it like modern or old?
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Toy
It's
Story 4.
fairly newish. Well, we talked about
Encanto.
it.
Is it going to be like Mulan or something I've not
No.
watched?
No, we talked
Go on,
about it a lot, and we all love it.
Do we?
That's your clue.
Incredibles then.
Ooh!
Up. Incredibles.
Is that your answer?
Incredibles 2.
James is the winner.
People forget how popular Incredibles were.
Look, it says the highest. I don't know if you can see that there. I don't know if
That's
it's in
all
reverse.
backwards. Oh, no, it's not.
Is it in reverse to you guys?
No, it's fine.
What date was that written at the bottom?
Oh, mothers.
It's gone now.
2006.
2023.
Go on, do Disney now. Disney cartoon.
was the most profitable.
So otherwise it'll come up with something mad. While you're doing that as well, I've had 2 messages today about the podcast. Shed messaged me, and so Sarah, she messaged me saying, "I remember falling asleep on your lounge floor. Jug was there, and waking up, and he'd put Barbara, the mannequin, right in front of my face and scared the shit out of me." And then she sent this photo.
Oh, it's Nibble in a bin.
And then about 20 minutes later, she sent another message saying, I just got to the bit in the podcast where you showed this. So they're listening to it now. And I think Gareth is listening to the same episode. He's literally messaged while we're chatting saying, "Stop saying Koppenberg, lol." And he goes, "You should have edited the tagline on that episode to 'Making waves over everything other than movies.'"
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
I enjoyed reminiscing over James's Balkan vodka. That was mad, that was. I was hugely surprised I didn't puke after that, considering what vodka did to me back then. So Gareth and Shed are both listening to episode 10 right now. Come on,
So wait-
guys, this is episode 29.
Were you saying there's a friend called Shed and a friend called Jug?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of friends with like,
No one had real
nicknames and
names.
stuff. Do you have a friend called Chair or Table or?
Well, Jug is Justin, Shed is Sarah, Seb is Lauren.
Yeah.
Who else
Seb
does-
is small emo bird.
Yeah, that's an acronym, not just Seb.
The
Fair.
reason Shed's called Shed is because we forgot her name.
And she spends a lot
And
of time in
someone
the
said it
shed.
begins with an S, and someone shouted Shed, and it just stuck for like 15 years.
And Clayton is Carly. That's kind of close.
Another reason we forgot her name, and someone said C, and my mate Craig went Clayton, and it stuck for like 15 years.
I still call her Clayton.
You know, Ruggers is still called Ruggers because one time he wore a rugby shirt to a party.
You
That's
know
like
what
Mark Burford. He's called Ruggers because one time he wore a rugby shirt.
Do you know what my nickname was at college? And people actually, some girls have me as in their phones as that as well.
Pretty cool.
Oh.
What?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Hairy Nips.
Uh,
I am not calling this episode Pixar cartoon chat. I'm calling this Hairy Nips as a chat.
And I couldn't believe they showed me and went, you know, we put you down in our mobile as Hairy Nips. I'm like, well, there's only one. There's only
Well,
one.
do you want to get them out and show the audience?
No, I think that's inappropriate. I think that's a little
I've
bit.
got a photo on my phone with your hairy nips.
I can't.
Wow. I'm going to post a photo. I'm going to put this
it's
as a post photo.
It's the most unflattering. You
I've
just
definitely got.
censor one of my nipples with like a smiley emoji face or something, and then it could be a teaser.
You were that far away from your nip. We didn't quite see the nip.
well, I've
Just-
got something for you. I've just noticed out the corner of my eye.
What?
It just feels so inappropriate. I don't want to show my nipple on
I went to
screen.
Disneyland, I think, 1995.
Oh,
And
look
and
at bringing it back to the topic.
the theme was like, obviously, Toy Story, all the parades and everything. And it was when I was really into art. So I picked up this book. So it's like a lenticular cover. But inside, look, it's got how they, don't you see, how they develop the characters. So how they sort of design them all. So
I
you've
love
got
that kind of stuff, man.
the various stages. It's all these different artists and what they sort of come up with. But I just talk amongst yourself. I'll find
Well,
it too.
here's a great link to Disney. Ready?
Look, here's the different Woodies they came up with. See that?
Yeah.
And then all the different Buzz Lightyears.
I bet they had a right Woody when they got the right one.
They're all the different buzzes they come up with. So it's got all these cool drawings in it. It's really cool, actually. So I've had that since 1995.
Mate, you need to hold on to that, man. That's gonna be worth something one day.
No, it's not. I checked.
It's like money in
It's
the
not-
attic.
You sold 1 million of them.
Okay, so
In
as
that
of
one day.
January 2024, the highest grossing Disney animated movie was
In what year?
as of this year.
Oh, no idea.
So what are we talking? We talking old school cartoons? We talking Pixar?
It's
Give us
Disney.
the brand name.
It's just Disney.
What does that mean? Like old stuff? Your camera's shaking like anything, Drew.
No, that's me doing the drum roll.
Well,
Oh,
stop.
I don't know. You put this out of our measure. I feel like people are probably getting bored at this point.
Lion King.
It's a very popular one that has lots of songs.
It's going to be
All
Cinderella
of them.
or Little Mermaid or what's the Beast? Beauty and the Beast.
But I was actually
Go
quite
on.
shocked by this.
What is it?
Ferrero
Oh, Frozen. We already said that earlier.
Ferrero
Frozen
Rocher.
Oh.
2.
No way.
Frozen 2 with a box office revenue of over 1.45 billion in US dollars worldwide.
Well, that's I guess the hype around the first one. Everyone went to see the second one. I guess.
Yeah.
Released in
Same thing with
2019, the
Incredibles 2.
movie-
It's already got the hype, and everyone else wants to see it, don't they?
It's a direct sequel of the 2013's Frozen, which stood at the second place with 1.28 US dollars.
I was looking for some trivia. I've got little quick trivia questions if
Go
anyone
on
wants.
then, then we'll wrap
Go on,
it up
dude.
because
Hit us
we're
up, man.
knocking on the hour mark.
Here's
Yeah,
that.
I'm just trying to see if there's any ones that are not stupid or
I think
difficult.
hours are better for people that spend minutes with us.
What's the name of the forgettable fish in Finding Nemo?
Dory.
Dory.
Oh, we need to be going.
Oh, so- no, not a proper quiz. Just
Okay, just shits and giggles.
yes, yeah. Which Pixar film features? Oh no. In Monsters Inc., what is the name of the one-eyed green monster?
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, boy.
Is that the purple dude?
No, the green circle.
That's Wendell.
Oh.
Wendell, is it? The
Oh,
green,
Billy
the
Crystal character.
purple one?
My God, he's
Purple
so
one's
funny.
Wendell or Randall. Randall or Wendell. One.
Randall's the bad guy. The
Yeah,
purple
he's the
one.
purple one. He's like the chameleon. And that's
These
Steve
green-
Buscemi.
Oh yes, it is. You're right. Yeah. Which actor provides the voice for Woody?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Here's a side one. What actor provides the voice for Woody's toy that also talks? This is in real life toy.
What?
Oh, Tom Hanks's brother.
Yep. You watch Graham Norton.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Tom Hanks literally siphons off all the voice acting business to his brother, who does all the toys and the merchandise for all the stuff that he does.
Genius.
Who this is the only thing that annoys me about Finding Nemo now, that this person's involved in it. Which actress lends her voice to Dory in the Finding Nemo films?
Oh yeah, it's
Isn't it the one off Bridesmaids?
no, it's the one that has our own show, Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, yeah.
Ugh. Oh, well, she's cancelled, doesn't she?
Yeah.
There's something fishy going on for sure.
Can't see any of it. All the questions are a bit weird. In Monsters, Inc., what is the primary source of power in Metropolis?
Screams, but then it's laughter.
Children's screams, yes.
Oh, I said children's
Yeah.
dreams. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, carry on.
Which Pixar film, specifically which film, features a group of toys that are mistakenly donated to daycare
Toy
center?
Story.
Toy Story 2.
You've named
3.
all the ones except the right one.
3.
Bingo. In Monsters Inc., oh no, that's pointless. Oh, some of these are a bit too silly and easy. In Ratatouille, what city serves as the backdrop for the story of
France.
the rats?
Paris.
Paris. That'll do. It's too many of them.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do. And we didn't even talk about Donkey.
Shrek. We didn't even talk about Shrek, man.
You literally did That'll Do Donkey and didn't realise we were the connection there.
Like an onion. Why? Because your breath smells? No, because I got layers. Yeah.
Jennifer Saunders is the evil fairy godmother, isn't she?
Oh yes, yeah.
Last Christmas, or a few Christmases ago, Sarah and I literally watched all of the Shreks back to back with her family, and it was just the best Christmas ever. They are so funny, they are so entertaining, and they've got so much interwoven adult humor. It's absolutely brilliant.
Antonio Banderas as a cat is so good.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Have you seen the latest film where he's got like one life left?
No, I really want to see that.
With some boots.
Yeah.
No, they're not from here. Well, I've not seen them, to be honest. But
Is it called Curiosity Killed the Boot?
and in Shrek, obviously Mike Myers. Insert lame joke here. Mike Myers. He was interviewed last week about Austin Powers, asking if there's a new one, and he said he cannot confirm nor deny.
That would be so good.
And he said, but it has. Do you think Austin's got a more of a story to tell and more things to give? He goes, absolutely yes. So
yeah, baby.
It'll be bold to have it in this climate as well, though. The way that the world is right now, that they get offended over everything. It'll be really interesting.
It's deliberately tone deaf, and it's deliberately like that. So you can't be cancelled for deliberately being an idiot, doing the idiot thing. No, if you're a real guy, like being an idiot, you can get cancelled.
No, but it's like the bit where Austin Powers, he's drinking the shit. He's drinking fat bastard shit, and he's like, "This coffee tastes a bit shit," and he's like, "That's because it is, Austin." And he's like, "Oh, good, it's not just me then."
Those films got some of the funniest scenes of all time, like when he's trying to reverse that little truck in the corridor.
Yeah.
and the tent scene where he's got everything out the bag.
Oh, it's genius. The shadow. Yeah.
Isn't Tom Cruise is in it, isn't he? In the intro. Isn't he? Yeah, he is. Tom Cruise in the intro. Remember they're making a film about Austin Powers, and it's Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. He goes metal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No,
it's quality.
Dr. Evil as well.
Oh yeah, what about his mini-me? Mini-me.
When he gets in the spacesuit, he's like, what are you doing?
We don't know on our kitties, mini-me.
Vern Troy's dead though, isn't he?
Didn't they do an Eminem one?
Isn't Vern Troy dead though?
What?
Vern Troy died, didn't he?
What, the person that plays mini-me?
Yeah.
Oh yes, he did, didn't he?
Oh gosh.
And he's like one of the key people. How are they going to sort him out?
CGI.
Mini-me. We do not try to eat Mr. Bigglesworth.
Yeah, brilliant.
And so, do you guys know the guy Lorne Michaels? He's basically the guy who does Saturday Night Live, all the comedy shows. So he's the guy that auditions all the people to become it, and he's the boss. So they all, when they think of skits and sketches, they come to him, and he's the guy that goes, no, I don't like that one. And that is Mike Myers. Everyone, so he's got one of those voices that everyone takes the mick out of.
Yeah.
And they do it. Every comedian has got an impression of Lorne Michaels, and it's in one way or another, basically Dr. Evil. But Mike Myers put it into a film, and he's legendary for it because he's taking the piss out of the boss. Because again, like Wayne's World, Austin Powers, these are all 2-minute skits on SNL that someone thought they had legs and then made a film from them.
I just had a senile moment where I realized I thought SNL was a completely different thing to Saturday Night Live. I thought there were two different entities, but the pennies just dropped, and I wanted to share that senile moment with you guys. So
Cool.
cue another terrible.
Yeah, you can literally label your little video for bad jokes and bad things, literally for Drew's thing, because I don't think me and James have those.
You've had your fair share too. Come on.
Not quite to your extent. I think you're the king of.
I think one of the funniest moments was when I respond to something you say and I go, "Is it?" And you're like, "Is it?" Is not a sentence or something, and then in like 2 paragraphs time you go, "Is it?" And I'm like, "What? You contradicting bastard." That's fine.
I was probably joking, but I've also spent.
You were fully in reality of what you were saying, man.
I've also spent too long in London, so in London you always go, "Is it?" Isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah,
The good old Ali G vibes.
cool. Oh, and another just a shout out to Madagascar. That was one of the best ones, in my opinion.
The Penguins made those films for me.
They were awesome. Are they the ones trying to take over the world? Like they're
Smile and wave, boys.
No, just escape, weren't they? Smile and wave, boys.
They're always just up to something, aren't they?
guys.
When they just
Guys, we missed out bad guys or villains or whatever it's called. You know that really cool animation?
no.
I know what you're talking about. I never saw it.
Oh mate, it's incredible, man. They're called the bad guys, and they're doing like heists and all this stuff, and it's like incredibly well done as an animation. And then they realize they're like, we should be good people because there's so much bad stuff happening in the world. We should stop being bad guys and be good guys. Like it's really good, man. It's really, really good.
Sounds good.
No, it's brilliant. It's actually a woo. You should check this out.
I just googled it. I recognise the pictures, but I haven't watched anything.
It's got
new.
great actors in it. It's really entertaining. Really fucking cool, man. It's really good. Well worth it.
Cool. Well, yeah. So cartoon episodes.
James Reef would love that film, man.
Do you know what he was watching the other day?
Commando.
I feel like that's how we should end each episode now.
He keeps watching these videos about Siren Head. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like an urban legend. You know Slender Man?
Yeah.
Same sort of thing. Like, honestly, he was watching a thing and they were talking about Slender Man. He was like, yep, know him. And I was like...
That's the dark, creepy thing that kills people.
Yeah, Siren Head's the same thing. I was like, how do you know about that?
Need to keep an eye on what he's watching.
Do you know what he wants to watch at the moment? What's on his watch list? Shin Godzilla.
What?
Which
Is
is
that
the
cross
Japanese
between Schindler's
Godzilla
List
film.
and Godzilla?
No, Shin Godzilla. It's a Japanese Godzilla film.
Right, okay.
It's obviously going to be on his list, but make sure he watches Godzilla -1. That is the
Yeah, he has seen a trailer for that. It's all about Godzilla and King Kong at the moment for him. He loves it.
as always.
It's
Right.
like every 5-year-old does watches urban legends and stuff.
I don't remember what I watched at that age. Can't remember.
Not that. No one does.
No. I know.
I always my mates, what do your kid watch? And I'm like, oh, you know, Bluey, or they really like sort of Spidey's Amazing Friends. And like, what does Ruth watch? Oh, we watched Justice League the other day.
Can I tell you a really random
Jurassic World
thing that basically, you know, sausage dogs, they normally seem quite low to the ground, right?
Well, they are.
Well, they are literally.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but this one, but this one had like a kind of Chris Hemsworth kind of build, like it was like it leant up, and it was almost like if Thor was a sausage dog, and then we realized that this was quite a good little tongue twister. If you say a Chris Hemsworth type sausage dog, is quite a. Try and say that.
A Chris Hemsworth's what? What is it?
A Chris Hemsworth type sausage dog.
A Chris Hemsworth type sausage dog.
Yeah. Go on, James.
A Chris Hemsworth type sausage dog.
You nailed it. You fucking nailed it.
I'm a voice actor. A Chris Hemsworth type sausage dog.
A Chris Hemsworth type
Give
sausage
you a run
dog.
for your money.
Type sausage dog.
Old
But seriously,
hairy
the weirdest
nips.
thing, I'd never seen like a sausage dog built like so. It was like,
I've
wow.
Maybe he lifts.
Dog looking like Chris Hemsworth before.
Maybe he got a complex because everyone kept saying how low to the ground he was, and he got hench.
Yeah,
And-
he got hench.
And why
not?
did that? What conversation made you think of that?
No, I just thought it was a really interesting thing to throw in. You know, it's connected to kind of like
Yeah, connected to.
sweet animals, and there could be a.
I enjoyed that bit.
There could be an
Anyway,
animation. Of that.
Let's
Super dog,
Cool.
super sausage dogs. Yeah.
Super sausage dog who likes Scotty square sausages.
Cut.
That's it. That's it.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for listening to Your Movie Podcast.